Today's movie news headlines includes Stranger Things 4 has a new teaser out that we'll look at. Disney has shifted around some release dates regarding some of their projects. There's a Black Superman project in the works that may ruffle some feathers. We'll talk about that. Red Sonja has a casting announcement that we should take a look at. And A Quiet Place 2 has the final trailer out. And we'll talk about that and talk about some of the reactions that it's getting to wrap the show up. As you know, guys, all of these headlines, these movie news headlines can be found in time codes in the description, comment section, and time bar on YouTube. You're watching Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. All right, let's get into it. Stranger Things 4, Season 4, teased by a mysterious video. Now, guys, I'm not going to actually do a reaction to this one because it doesn't really show that much. But what it teases is that there's going to be perhaps more special children like 11. It teases the rainbow room. I'll put the footage here on the side because it's not that much. It doesn't spoil as much as, say, that first teaser did, like they did put out last year. But it also teases that Dr. Martin Brenner, played by Matthew Modine, is going to be back in this one. And yeah, we know that there were other kids with abilities like 11. But I like the teaser, and I like the ominous feeling of it. But one thing it made me remember is that in Season 2, wasn't there one episode where she goes off and finds other kids like her, and people really didn't like that episode for some reason. I don't know why. For me, in that season, it wasn't that episode that bothered me. It was the episode where the kid tries to take care of that slug that eventually turns into that monster. And I was like, But as far as this Stranger Things Season 4 teaser, what do you think? Nothing concrete has come out yet with the release date. Obviously, guys, it's not going to be this year. It can't be this year because if it did, it would be in December, and it's always been more of a late summer kind of release. So I think 2022 is more realistic. But Stranger Things 4, I'm always hyped. I'll do reactions and reviews for that for sure, because that's just really fun stuff to do. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Did it work for you? Moving on to Disney and Marvel, we've got some set photos from Moon Knight, and Blade has moved back its production date. But let's just take a quick look at this quick little story that's not going to be worth too much to anybody. Disney Plus's Moon Knight set photo reveals first glimpse as Ethan Hawke. Cool, man. I love Moon Knight. You guys, you got to check this out. And knowing that Ethan Hawke is in it, guys, there he is. Can you see him? He's right there. Somebody and people are wearing masks. You can't see that much. Ethan Hawke on the set of Moon Knight. Everybody screamed. Everybody said something. No kidding. Guys, come on. It's just fun. I'm not going to make a whole article about that. Marvel Studios' Blade pushed back, will start filming in 2022. So it was going to be slated for this year to start filming with Mahershala Ali, who some fans did some mock-ups of him wearing the glasses and took a still from a movie that he did. So I'm sort of really kind of excited about this because I did like the original Blade movies. The third one maybe not so much, but apparently by The Hollywood Reporter, production on the highly anticipated project was originally scheduled for this September, but now has been pushed back to July 22. The delay is because the studio isn't rushing with Blade, because we just got that big celebration announcement for all of the Phase 4 projects for Marvel. Blade is under that umbrella, and I'm guessing Blade is going to be in Phase 5. So, there's no big rush. And they would like to spend more time working on the project's script with the scribe Stacey O.C. Kuffour from The Watchmen. She's developing the script. Okay. So, guys, that's it. Let's not dwell on that much too longer. But let's talk about some other DC news here. Some superhero news from DC. DC is searching for a black actor for directing the upcoming Superman film. Now, guys, this story, I have to put a caveat here. There is going to be a certain element that will get under people's skin, trigger them, maybe. And it's having to do with how they're approaching this project. The DC Black Superman is a character that's either Val-Zod or Calvin Ellis. And I think most people will have no problem with that. And it's going to be produced by J.J. Abrams. Say what you will about that, but that's not what's getting under people's skin. What's getting under people's skin is that they're suggesting that they're going to make it Kal-El. Well, I was looking online. Here's an article from Coming Soon. I can't see too much in here that would say that... well, they do say that there's a highlight here that says, it's said that Abrams isn't tone deaf and isn't looking to direct the film. Okay, well... no. And it doesn't say too much more of that in this article, but it did say that this is from the Hollywood Reporter. So we'll pull up the Hollywood Reporter's page and try to learn a little bit more information into this sensitive topic after enlisting Ta-Nehisi Coates to write the film. And if you look up his biography and some of the stuff that he's done, I don't know, guys. But anyway, this came up on Henry Cavill's birthday. Yesterday was Henry Cavill's birthday, and he broke this news. Weird. Anyway, let's go back to this. This Hollywood Reporter article elaborates a little bit more on to what they're talking about. And let's just say, I'm going to quote them now. But insiders say Warner's and DC are committed to hiring a black director to tackle what will be the first cinematic incarnation of Superman featuring a black actor. They're committed to hiring a black director. Okay. No. With one source adding that putting Abrams at the helm would be tone deaf. Why? Why would that be tone deaf? That's all I want from you guys to explain. Explain to me why that would be tone deaf. Because what you're trying to say is that because it's a black Superman, it should be a black director. Should it be a black woman or a black man? But it's a black man's story, so it should be a black man directing. You can't have a woman doing that. See how we slowly slip down in that slope of, you can't say that, you're a bigot. This is what they're saying. This is what they're reporting. And they gotta be a little bit more smart in their selection of how they're describing this. But what really ruffled a lot of more people's feathers, if you go on and read this a lot more, they talk about what's going on in there. And the big quote that I think a lot of people will misconstrue and get really angry about is that sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Coates is crafting a Kal-El in the vein of the original Superman comics. A Kal-El. And the protagonist will hail from Krypton and come to Earth. Now, guys, people are saying that this will just get rid of Henry Cavill. We don't know that yet. This will obviously take place in an alternate universe, and if that's the case, then fine. But the way I look at it is this. Guys, if it's taking place in an alternate universe and they're going to say that he's Kal-El, whatever. Who knows what alien skin tone is going to be when they land on Earth? Who knows? Who knows? But if it's going to be an alien skin tone and you're going to say, well, it doesn't really matter, then why does it matter what color of a skin's director? Right? What does it matter if the skin's color of the director? That'll get under people's skin. And that sort of angers me a lot, because it's about the story. You're telling me that if Steven Spielberg said, hey, I like this Superman project. Guys, I want to throw my hat into the ring. You're going to tell me that they're going to say no? No? Steven Spielberg? Sorry, your skin color isn't right? See, that's... Things just don't compute once you start putting in these social justice narratives. And I know I harp on it all the time to say don't pay attention to that stuff. It's just hard not to when they word things like this. And I know that that's what they were maybe trying to do. I'm just saying that, guys, I really want to see a black Superman, but I want to see the source material's black Superman. I want to see the Val-Zod. I want to see Calvin Ellis Superman. I don't want to see them twist and distort things, because there's just the source material. There's the source material for it. It's sort of like what they did with Star Wars, with the sequel trilogy. You've got all of this story and mythos that you could draw from, and what they did is they said, no, we're not going to use that. Who cares about the fans? Here's our story. Not much of a story, but here's our story. It's kind of like that. And people will be saying, but there is a Black Superman. There's something in the comic books, guys. Here's something you can draw from. It's a weird thing, and I don't want to dwell on it too much anything more, but those are just my thoughts on it. I had to weigh in on it. But talking about some casting news that I am kind of excited for, let's move on to Red Sonja. Red Sonja finds its hero in Hannah John-Kamen. Now, if you don't know who Hannah John-Kamen, or Kamen, I think it's Kamen, right? She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp as Ghost. And I'm looking at this casting, and I'm like, I really like this casting, guys. This looks really cool. This is being reported once again by the Hollywood Reporter. Of course, you know that there was a 1985 version of this movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and if you are interested in that, with Bridget Nielsen, who was awesome in that movie. I'm going to do a retro trailer reaction to it this weekend on the channel. On Saturday it will air. I'm going to do a retro trailer reaction to Red Sonja, and look forward to that. But as of now, there's a casting for Red Sonja. Not to say what the release date is going to be just yet, but you know what? She's an up-and-coming actress in a lot of works. She was going to be working in this new Resident Evil movie called Welcome to Raccoon City, Jill Valentine. It's a lower budget, but hopefully a better reboot of the Resident Evil movies. What do you think about this casting, guys? Does this work for you? Red Sonja, Hannah John-Kamen. But hold on, who's directing it? Yeah, let's take a look online. Joey Soloway. Do we know any of her works? She's produced a lot. It's announced that she's going to be directing this Red Sonja. She's working on something called Mother Trucker. She's done a lot of TV stuff. Okay, including I Love Dick, and How to Vet. Oh, come on, guys! But Red Sonja, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's wrap up today talking about A Quiet Place 2. A Quiet Place 2 final trailer is broken. A Quiet Place 2 release date is May 28th, 2021. It was originally slated for September because everything got pushed around, and now they're juggling because of theaters being open. Theaters aren't open yet where I am at. Now, I've watched this trailer, and I'm not going to put that in this video because, well, copyright reasons. If you want to watch it, I'll leave a link to it up in the cards of my full reaction, and you can watch it there, and I'll give you my highlights now. I think it's cool. I think it's great. You get to see Krasinski, and you can tell that they're doing this smart because they're doing tie-ins to the first movie. Krasinski's directing this. He played the father in the first one, and it's just looks awesome. I mean, come on. It's got a really good cast with Jaimin Hansu and Cillian Murphy's in this, and it looks like, yeah, they're taking a little bit more of the approach of it being like Walking Dead, where it's the humans that are the threat, but whatever. You know what? I'll follow this story with Emily Blunt and trying to take care of her kids in this post-apocalyptic world. It'll just give us a little bit more insight. May 28th is just around the corner, guys. I really dug this trailer. Go check it out. And that's the way that it's been today in the realm of movie news for May 6th, 2021. What jumped out at you? Hopefully tomorrow will bring just as many juicy headlines. I can't wait.